Welcome back to Kurt's Culinary Camp. As promised, I've got a special, quick, easy Mother's Day recipe for you. It's going to be a little breakfast strata. Hope I have a large viewing audience on the gentleman's side in the audience. Here's how it's going. What we're doing here is we're just taking our baguette and we're slicing it down. First step, here's the first thing you want to do with this. Anytime you're dealing with eggs, just take a little cooking spray. See, we have a Pyrex casserole dish. It's probably good for 4 portions. Adjust accordingly on your recipe if you need more. Now what we're just going to do is lay the bread in there. We're going to line the bottom a little bit. We need one more chunk, so here we go. Okay. Now we have in here 1/2 cup of half and half and 1/2 cup of wine. So it's half and half spiked with wine. About half and half on the ratio. So a half and half of the half and the half with the wine. Is that clear? I'm a little confused. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to treat these little bread segments like they're sponges. We're going to fill them up with the liquid. So that's done. And then we're going to cut off about 7 more little pieces. When I'm cutting bread, I like to use a little knife with teeth on it. Some teeth, so it'll cut through that bread. If I try to use a regular chef's knife on it, it's just going to smash the bread. You see how the bread's smashing? We got to be gentle with our bread. So, here we go. So we got all our little pieces there. Next thing we'll do is we have 6 eggs in here. 6 eggs in the bowl. Organic, naturally, which is what you should be reaching for this recipe. I'm just giving it a little salt and pepper treatment. Tastes like something going into the oven. It's going to taste like something coming out. Now I've got my 5 pepper blend here. I love these little pepper mills, by the way. Tell you what, I like it so much, I'm going to tell you what it is exactly. 4 Seasons Peppercorns Mill. I love it the most. You got red pepper, black pepper, green pepper, and my favorite, white pepper. Use it. So we got salt and pepper in there. Next thing we'll do is beat those eggs up. Kind of stab at those yolks so break them up. Otherwise you'll be slinging them right outside the bowl there. Egg yolks will be flying. Okay, so the eggs are ready. Seasoned up, ready to go. We've got 1 tomato over here. We'll just give it a quick chop. So I decided to make this with you from the beginning so you can see how easy it actually is. As you can see, it's not rocket science. So we got a rough chop on the tomato. We just throw them in there. There they go. Now, those are all set in there. Now what I'm going to do is just kind of add in about a teaspoon of garlic. Minced garlic. Just going to throw it in there. Don't be afraid if it clumps up because as this cooks, things are going to be moving around in there, so don't worry about that. Next thing we have is about 1/2 ounce of fresh basil. Fresh. Alright? And I'm just going to scissor some up. Now you can use a knife and cut this up. Just having done this for so many years, I like the scissor. Seems to be quicker for me. And let's face it, after all that knife chopping I've done, my joints are a little tired. So we got the basil in there. Again, not a real exact portion on that. Don't sweat it. This is pretty much a foolproof recipe, boys and girls. And hopefully, again, there's more boys out there than girls. So we got our basil in there. I'm just going to lay some bread on top now. And we'll close it on up. Now here go those eggs I was telling you about. By the way, you'll want your oven preheating to 350. If it convects, 350. If it does not convect, And once again, when you're pouring the eggs on this top layer, remember those pieces of bread are like little sponges. We want them to absorb for us. Okay, and you're almost done. Here's the last step. Shredded cheddar cheese going on top. It's a cup, by the way. That's about the only thing that needs measure. So, we got in here about half a loaf of baguette. We've got half a cup of half and half a cup of white wine. We've got 1 medium-sized tomato, half an ounce of basil, which is what I showed you, and bang, it's ready to go into a preheated oven. And what's coming out is one that's already completed. And this is what you'll be serving your sweeties. This is the breakfast strata. And look how beautiful that is coming out. Look, look, look. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to give you a down shot on that, and I'm going to be on my merry way. So, careful, this can be dizzying. This can be dizzying, people. All right. There it is. Do we have too much glare going on? I hope not. Anyway, that is your breakfast strata. Hook that up with a mimosa for your sweetie. That'll be orange juice and champagne. And like I said in my post, feel free to drop some berries in there to make it festive. This is Kurt's Culinary Camp. I'll be seeing you soon. And good luck with this. You'll be their heroes this way, gentlemen. You'll be their heroes.